Oh my gosh, hi. I'm crying. Why am I crying?
I'm in Dubai.
You look so different. A Gymshark package started. Love this. This is a very bold choice and I'm really proud of myself for doing that. If I was at my strongest, just keeping it real. I'm gonna be that teacher. Getting a bit emotional. How much of myself I've lost. Hello guys, good morning, happy Tuesday and welcome back to the second weekly vlog of the year. I hope you guys are enjoying being back in this routine. I love weekly vlogging and I love staying up to date with you guys. I hope you guys are all doing well. I feel like this is our time every week to kind of like connect, and I wish that I could talk to you all, like have a sit down, like 30-minute chat and we just hash it out. But anyway, it is almost afternoon actually. It's like 11:30. Had quite a busy morning, but it's been really good. I just got back from boxing. I've been cleared to get back into my boxing classes. I was boxing on my own for a while just because the class style kind of changed. It's more of like a functional boxing class, and yeah, obviously I've had like 2.5 weeks off the gym, so I've really felt it. But yeah, had a rough start to the morning. I had the worst sleep last night. One of those nights that you just keep waking up like for no real reason. I did have like some nightmares and stuff, but yeah, like I was just awake. My body was so exhausted, but I couldn't get to sleep. And I was really emotional, which was very weird. A lot of hormones going around. So anyway, that was my morning. I woke up feeling like I had not slept, but I was determined to turn this morning around and like really get into stuff I have to do today. Anyway, went to boxing, that was good. Then went to Coles and picked up my click and collect order for this week. Got some groceries, and I also went to the PO box because I had a Gymshark package there for me. I'm gonna unbox it with you guys. It's more of an unbagging than an unboxing. I got this stuff in like their sales that they were having, like their Boxing Day sales, I think. Cute! So I got like this baby yellow. Camera's not really picking up the color very well, but yeah, it's like a baby yellow sports bra. Excited! It looks really good. I love the quality of Gymshark. Love this! Yes! I got this little crop. How nice is this color? I'm really into like browns and neutrals at the moment. Oh my gosh, cute! How cute is that? I didn't even know it was like speckled. How cute is that? Just a little workout crop. And then I'm obsessed with the Vital Seamless 2.0 shorts and leggings. I'm wearing the black Vital Seamless shorts today, and I also have the Vital Seamless in the grey in the shorts, and then I got the black leggings in the Vital Seamless, so I thought I'd pick up the grey, just a staple. These are really good, like my favourite go-to leggings, such good quality. And yeah, I really like the waistband, it really hugs you in. I think these are a large. Now this was on my wish list like a year ago, I think, to be honest. I don't know how I feel, but I hope I can make this work. They are very, very bright. I have to definitely be in the mood for this. I reckon I can do it. The Vital Seamless in like the mango color. I love orangey tones. This is a very bold choice. Anyway, that was my little Gymshark haul. I am going to pop in the shower, get all the sweat off, and then I'm probably going to do my makeup. I've got a couple of photos I need to get, but I can't really go out and do like shoots and stuff. I don't have anyone to take photos of me, so they'll just be little at home photos. And then I've got some editing to do this afternoon, and that's my Tuesday.
I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. You got those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing.
Trying to to call Pav on Messenger. He's just come back from training. It's not connecting! Where else do you call people internationally? Snapchat audio. Oh, you would. Hello? No, I'm calling him on Snapchat and he's not answering. Hello? Hello? Why is this so hard? Okay, so update on the calling situation. I think voice calls and video calls are blocked in Dubai. Are they? I don't know. I've never been to Dubai myself. Oh my god, they are. How do I talk to him? What? Oh, I was so excited to hear his voice. Sad ending. Moving on. No, don't go! Why does it do that? You're kidding. You're kidding. But I could see you. Oh, you can hear me. So I could do a presentation, but I just can't hear you. It's okay. I like it. This is so sad. I'm crying. Why am I crying? I can hear you.
I like the vlog thing. Keep going.
Depending on what happens when you come home, like set up like a little like care package because there's like food shortages here. All of your snacks were the ones in my order.
Really? Yeah, I heard about all these food shortages.
Oh my gosh, hi.
In Dubai.
You look so different.
This is my view and this is my stuff.
Happy Wednesday. It is 8:30. I've just finished up at the gym. My first weight session of the year. I've told you guys about my like lower back hip flexor injury, I think. Definitely have on my Instagram, but I couldn't do as much as I like used to do, like what I was doing 4 weeks ago. I didn't expect to like come back and just be like killing it, but I'm really proud of myself for that session. I really listened to my body and I'm really proud of myself for doing that because sometimes I can get into a bit of a like push myself mentality and that's obviously when you do the damage. That's how I got injured in the first place. But yeah, I did a lower body session. I only ended up doing like 6 exercises, I'm pretty sure, and then ended up doing like a 5 to 10 minute stretch at the end and really like stretched out my back and hip flexors. So that was really good. I can't really ask for too much more. But yeah, I've been to the gym 3 days in a row, which feels really, really good. I've decided also to add in an extra rest day just because I feel like that's what my muscles need when I'm pushing myself in terms of like weight training and building up my muscles. So I think I'm gonna do like 2 to 3 days at the gym and then have an active rest day where I just go on a big walk and then come back and do another 2 to 3 days at the gym. So aiming to have 2 rest days each week. That's my plan anyway. It'll probably change week to week as well, depending on what I'm feeling. But yeah, now I'm going to go home, make myself some breakfast, and then I've got a bit of work to do today. You guys know I do the social media for Pav's handball club, so I've got to do some stuff with them, which might take me a bit. I've got to get a few like things organized, and then I've got some editing to do. I'm also going to the physio today. I don't know what we're going to work on because I have been getting headaches. I get headaches a lot from like neck and shoulder pain, so we might do a bit of both. Depends what they want to do with me, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of where my day's headed. I'm going to drive home now. I'm currently listening to the playlist that Pav made to go to Saudi. He called it Saudi Duf. Yeah, there's just like some cool songs in here. A lot of like Russian, Serbian songs, so I have no idea what they're talking about, but sounds good. I will talk to you guys all properly when I get home. Hello guys, it is 1:15. I've just gotten home from physio. So sore. Still working on my hip flexors and my back. My hip flexors have tightened up a little bit just because I am back at training. I'm not just like going on walk. And then we also did my neck because I've been getting really bad headaches. I'm having some lunch, very hungry. And I thought I'd show you guys how I make my scrambled tofu. I've been really enjoying it lately. So I thought I'd show you guys how I make it. It tastes good. So I just firstly like mash the tofu up so it looks scrambled like that, and then I'll put a little bit of minced garlic in. Sometimes I don't use this, but I will today. Lemon juice, if you've got fresh lemon juice, I prefer that. And then I use turmeric to make it like yellow like eggs, and then paprika, where is the front? Paprika as well. And I also put in pepper. So I've just put all of that in, and I also add nutritional yeast. You can use like cheese I guess if you want, but I've just always made it with nutritional yeast. It's hard to do this one-handed, but then I just kind of like mash it all in. So I just pop in a little bit of olive oil into a pan and then literally just tip this in, and I add water as well to kind of stop it from sticking, and cook it, and then you just kind of mix it and give it like maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I also added in a little bit of this as well. I'm so obsessed with this salt at the moment, so good. And then I'll cook some sourdough, some sort of spread on it. Smoky chipotle hummus is my favorite, like my freaking favorite right now. Weird thing I'm loving. I never used to like beetroot, but here we are. So yeah, that's what it looks like, all cooked. I'm just gonna put some beetroot on and enjoy. Hello guys, happy Thursday. It is 6:55 p.m. and I haven't talked to you guys all day. It's been a pretty like boring day. There's probably nothing to share with you guys. I didn't go to the gym today because I've been 3 days in a row this week, as you'd know, and I just didn't want to completely ruin my hip flexors and my back, so just went on a nice big walk today with my mum, which was really, really nice. I love walks at the moment. And then I did a whole bunch of computer work today. It was pretty much at my desk most of the day. I had a doctor's appointment to get the results for my blood test, which I got in my last weekly vlog, just to check my levels of everything. Everything is fine, which is really good news. Cholesterol's good, my liver function's good. I don't know why, but he tested for diabetes. I don't have diabetes. I was a little bit concerned when he started talking about diabetes. I was like, did I miss something? But anyway, we're all good on that front. And then my iron, which was the main reason I got the blood test, was all good. It was slightly on the lower end, so he just said kind of to eat more things with iron in it, and also have some like stronger iron tablets, because I take like a multivitamin that's got iron and B12 in it because I don't eat meat. He said to have like a little bit of a stronger one and just take that every now and then, just to kind of like give my iron a bit of a boost. So good news all around. But yeah, I spent the afternoon by the pool, which was really lovely. I was just reading my book, chilling with mum, getting some sun. The day was so beautiful. It's been really on and off cloudy lately, and I've just washed my hair. I made burritos for dinner, and here we are. I've just given you a total recap of my day that you did not ask for. The book that I'm currently reading, I don't know if I've shown you guys on here or not. I don't know if I've told you, but this is the book I'm reading. It's The Happiest Man on Earth by Eddie Jaku. I butcher everyone's name. And I'm going into education. How can I do that? Oh my god, imagine reading the role and getting everyone's names wrong. I'm gonna be that teacher. Oh my god, I hate that. I have wanted to read this book for a little while, and I started reading it. Like, I read a chapter. I knew I was gonna like this book, but I don't know what happened. I put it like underneath my bed and kind of forgot about it. But yeah, in the last couple of days I picked it up and been solidly reading it, and it is such a good book. I would highly recommend if you're looking for a new book to read. He survived Auschwitz, the concentration camp, and he's a Jew, and it's just very, very motivating. I'm finding it a very powerful book to read, so yes, I really would recommend it. But I've already taken so many like screenshots of little quotes that he puts in here. Really puts everything into perspective. But yeah, nothing really happening here tonight. I'm gonna pop a candle on and straighten my hair just so that it's like all done, and I don't know, my hair doesn't go fluffy. I think Pav's gonna call sometime tonight. Today they're having a training day, but they don't have training until this afternoon. It's currently 1 p.m. in the afternoon for them. Might talk to him later, and then just watch TV in bed, have an early night because I didn't sleep well again last night, and that's the plan. Hello? No. Keeping it real, sobbing on our video call because he can see me and he can hear me, but I can't hear him. or see him. And yeah, I don't know, it's just a crappy feeling. Like yeah, I don't know, it feels like an interview, like he's just texting me questions and stuff to answer and I'm just talking to myself, and all I want is to be able to see him smile and to hear him say stuff. Yeah, anyway, just keeping it real. It wasn't the most glamorous phone call. I'm very emotional. I haven't slept properly for a couple of days. My emotions are all over the place. A bit sucky, but I'm glad he's good. I'm going to bed now. Good night. It is Friday. I've just finished up my upper body session for this week. Back at weights. This is my first week at the gym, as you guys have seen this week, and I definitely felt it in that session. I felt it in all of my sessions, I think, but this one, like, you can just tell how quickly fatigued my arms got going at like the same, if not lower weights than what I was doing a couple of weeks ago, which is understandable, but it just makes me really eager to get back to where I was. November, December, I really felt like I was at my strongest, like my fittest that I had been in such a long time, and I was really, really proud of myself. And then obviously I got injured and that kind of threw a spanner in the works. I'm proud of myself for showing up. I'm proud of myself for getting back to this point and letting my body rest, because if I just came back to the gym, I probably would have done more damage. My body would have needed longer to recover anyway. So hopefully over the next couple of weeks I can build back up, but my arm muscles were just so sore. I am just gonna cue some music to drive home to. I have recently discovered, and by recently I mean 2 days ago, Justin Bieber's album Justice. If you haven't listened to it, please give it a listen. I don't know why I like didn't listen to it before. I don't know. I'm having real like 2011 Belieber vibes, you know, all the feels are coming back. I added pretty much all of them to my peanut butter playlist on Spotify, which is like my current favorite songs, I guess. Ghost is my favorite. Deserve You, Unstable maybe. If you guys just go and listen to my peanut butter playlist on Spotify, I really recommend those songs for you guys. I'll link my Spotify down below if you want to go and check it out, and I'll link the playlist for you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna head home, gonna make some breakfast, get stuck into my day. I've got some computer work to do, and then today I've set as like a uni organisation day because I got a little bit overwhelmed earlier this week about all the stuff I just didn't know about. I feel like I'm very unorganised with starting my masters, going back to uni. I don't know what I'm doing. Someone actually commented on the video before this and was like, can you please do like a, I don't know, starting your masters organisation video? And I literally have no idea what I'm doing, and I am probably just as nervous as any of you guys that are starting your masters as well. I don't know what I'm doing. I am like pooping myself about it, but I will try and show you guys in this vlog. And I do want to do some sort of like masters prep video, but not as much of like organisation stuff because I don't really know what I'm doing. And my master's degree is a completely different layout to what I had before, so I don't really know how it's going to work yet, which makes it really hard for me to organise. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I don't have like just 4 subjects a semester. There's things all over the place and I'm confused. But over the next 6 weeks before my master's starts, I will definitely be showing you guys what I'm doing. And like I said, I want to do some sort of like master's prep video that might have a bit of everything. We'll see how we go. Anyway, gonna go make some breakfast and get stuck into my day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Hello guys, it is quite a bit later. It is now the afternoon. I have had a really, really productive, good day, smashing out my to-do list, getting stuff organized, and I just feel so much better. I feel like a weight has lifted off my chest because I started doing all of this uni organisation Monday or Tuesday, got very overwhelmed, and so I decided that Friday was like my only like full free day of the week, so I was like, dedicate that whole day to just like sorting it out. I'm organised and now I feel better. I've just had some lunch. I had like 2 burritos because I made burritos last night. Oh, I told you that. But yeah, basically I have organised all of my classes, all of like my timetables. As I was telling you guys this morning, my classes aren't just like straight normal classes, I guess. Like my semester structure isn't what I'm used to from my bachelor's degree, so I kind of had to get my head around that. Read some stuff, got myself around it, and worked out what my timetable is going to be, so I actually know when my classes are, what days I have free, what days I have to work with. But yeah, my timetable kind of changes halfway through the semester. A little bit confusing, but I've got it. And then there's like some testing stuff that I needed to organize. I was not across that whatsoever, so I needed to research and find out more information, work out what was going to work best for me, and I think I've sorted that. I put down all of the important dates that there are with like uni and stuff into planner, so that's all organized, and if you like flip to the weeks, they're all like color coded, and I've got little sticky notes in places where like I need to follow something up, but I can't really do much about it right now. Making me feel very happy. But yeah, basically with my timetable, I've put like little sticky notes on my computer. I always do that. And have to like write it out because I just get too confused, especially with this new layout. Like this is how I have to get my head across it. But yeah, for the first half of the semester, I have uni Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but possibly can cut that back to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is good. I did a little bit more on my like big calendar as well, but I kind of want to do each month as I go kind of thing, so that like at the start of each month I'm across what's happening, and it's like fresh in my mind. So yeah, I won't do like February or anything yet. I've literally ticked all this stuff off. Hello guys, it is Saturday today. I really wanted to keep this video super high vibes, but I always have to remind myself I vlog my life. I weekly vlog every week, and not every week is every day gonna be, you know, awesome, high energy, high vibe. It's live. Vlogging kind of distorts that a little bit for me, and I'm like, oh, you gotta be happy. But it is 9 AM. I slept until 8 this morning. Had a really rough night's sleep again. Kept waking up and then was like properly awake from 2 to 5. And yeah, I had a really rough afternoon yesterday, and I've been going through quite a rough patch for probably like the past 6-7 months. It's been a really long, drawn out cycle that I am really struggling with. I've been in this place for quite a long period of time, and don't get me wrong, I've had really good days in there, some really good memories. Obviously the past 6 months, that's such a big chunk of time. Like it's not like I have been struggling that whole time. There's definitely been good parts, but for the most part I have kind of been caught in this negative, toxic, you know, uncomfortable place. I've kept pretty much all of it offline. I don't feel the need to explain all of these parts of my life to you guys, but just like, you know, in my own personal life, the stuff that I keep off social media, I've been really struggling with quite a bit of stuff. This is me kind of owning that today, and I guess kind of coming to terms with what's been going on the past 6-7 months. And yeah, it's been a lot to carry. It's been a lot emotionally. I feel like my emotions have just been everywhere. I'm always the type of person that's like trying to be bubbly, trying to be happy. You know, I'm a very like, you know, energetic personality, I guess. Yeah, this period has made me really quite reserved, really anxious, like, you know, almost not wanting to socialize in some of that time. Like I was very withdrawn and just like in my own shell because I was trying to preserve so much energy, because it was obviously all being spent on the emotions and going through this period. I'm also the type of person, I have always struggled with this. I'm such an open person with other people. Like I want other people to be super open with me, to talk to me about stuff, particularly when it's like mental health or like psychology related. Like obviously my bachelor's degree is in psychology. I know a bit about the human mind, especially mental health. I've lived experiences of it. You know, I really value people opening up to me and people in my circle. I really do enjoy helping people. I always have. Then on the other side of that, I myself like don't want to burden other people. I'm the type of person that, like, you know, if I'm really anxious, I don't want to be around other people because I don't want anyone else to grab that energy off me. I don't want to put that energy onto anyone else. I don't like bothering people with my own personal problems because I don't know, I feel like everyone's just got their own stuff going on, but at the end of the day we're always going to have our own stuff going on, and if you stay closed and you stay, you know, in your own bubble, it bottles up and then it gets messy and it gets too much to handle and you just explode. And I feel like that's what's happened to me in the past 24 hours. And to be honest with you, I've probably exploded from bottling all this stuff up multiple times over the past couple of weeks, and it's all just gotten too much. And I keep thinking you can deal with it. And there's so much other stuff happening in my life too, and happening in the lives of the people around me that I need to be a rock for. And even I guess you guys, like, I want to be a rock. I want to be the most positive person that I can be for you guys, and be kind of like a springboard for you, you know? And I do that for the people around me too. Like, you know, Pav being away, it's been really, really difficult trying to communicate with him. He's probably the person that I talk to the most, and we're very, very limited with what we can, like how we can communicate at the moment, which I've really been struggling with and is probably a contributing factor to why I've exploded. So that's been really, really hard. And obviously he's off in his own world doing his own thing. I'm trying so hard to be that stability for everybody else that I'm like kind of sweeping all of the things that I need to address under the rug, if that makes sense. And even just like in my family, like, you know, my parents have stuff going on, my dad has stuff going on, my sister has stuff going on, and in my relationship with all of those people, I'm trying my absolute hardest to just be like a steady rock and support everybody 110%. But in the process of doing that, sorting out my own stuff, and I'm suppressing dealing with my own situation. I don't know, I feel like I really needed to like let this out a little bit and kind of give you a bit of an explanation, because yeah, yesterday was a pretty horrible day. It was a pretty sad and stressful day, but the days at the moment are feeling quite hard. Normally in the afternoon too, like I'm waking up and I'm like, come on, you've got this, like pick yourself up, we can do it, we can do it. It starts to crumble in the afternoon, like I get tired and I'm just like trying so hard to stand up straight that I'm like, you know, I'm bound to break at some point. Yeah, I hope that provides a little bit of like context, and I hope in me saying this, some of you guys can relate a little bit, because I know for many reasons this past year has been horrible. It's been good, there's been highlights, but there's been so many lows and uncomfortable moments for so many of us, all for different reasons, and that's totally fine. That's life, you know, the seasons and periods that are going to be uncomfortable. But I feel like for me, I'm getting so tired and exhausted and emotional putting up with this part of my life that's been so heavy for me to carry. Like I'm just exhausted at this point. Yeah, I really need to like scale it back. I kind of realized yesterday how I am taking care of myself in some areas, but in other areas I'm not. Like my health and well-being, tried to make my priority for years and years, like getting myself to a really good spot, and I feel like I've dropped off a little bit. I'm still, you know, doing a lot to keep myself healthy obviously and looking after myself, but there's a lot of things I'm not doing anymore. So I really want to make myself accountable for that and start showing up for myself and putting more into myself, because there's going to be a lot of work involved. I've really been off like my journaling game. That's a big thing that helps me mentally, and I've been dabbling around with how I want to journal and how journaling can best support me and my mental space, and so I'm trying to get that under wrap. I've become detached from like my spiritual side, and just a lot of things that bring me joy and kept me grounded like a year ago. I've kind of lost them all, and I've lost myself in that process, which I think was, even saying it, I'm like getting a bit emotional, because I think I've really realized like how much of myself I've lost in all of that. Like this past year I've really struggled socially. You know, I love being with my friends. I'm so grateful for the relationships that I have, but socializing has become such a like draining and exhausting process, because I've been dealing with all this other stuff in the background, and every time I socialize I have to kind of like cut it off, you know, because I don't want people to see that. I don't want people to get that energy off me. I want to be the one that's like the bubbly one that's bringing everyone up, because that's how I've always been. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. But anyway, it's just been a very exhausting 24 hours and a very exhausting 6 months. So really just want to, I don't know, kind of open my eyes to myself and realize there's areas that I need to improve. There's areas I need to be putting more work into, but some of the things going on in my situation aren't under my control, and I think I find that really hard because I love being in control. I love having control of things. I love plans, and when plans, you know, aren't controlled by me, it provokes my anxiety. So I'm really just hoping by putting this energy back into myself, figuring these things out for me, addressing some things, hopefully I can kind of move forward, because I really wanted this year to be a good year in that regard, leave all of that negative energy in 2021. So yes, it is very hot. I've like turned off the fan and closed the window so that you guys could hear me. Just feel like I had to chat to you guys about that kind of stuff, but I hope you guys take it in the light that it was meant to, and kind of have a bit of understanding or feel less alone because you may be going through something similar. I know everyone goes through seasons of change, and yeah, this just feels like a big chunk of feeling gross. And I really want to get out of it, and I feel like this is my moment to be like, let's change things, let's address things, let's focus on areas of weakness. So that's kind of what I'm doing. It's very hot. I need to open up the windows, but I'm gonna go through my journaling routine now, do a bit of that, and I'm also gonna do some gardening today, because when I'm anxious and when I'm not feeling good, I don't know, gardening always kind of like brings me back to a grounded state. I'm gonna do some of those things today and kind of bring you along for that. Hopefully I can give you guys a bit of a plant update as well, because I was meaning to do that earlier. Let's move forward and let's start putting in some energy healing in ourselves. So I have just finished up a big journaling session, a lot of reflecting, a lot of planning, looking at my weaknesses and really addressing some things that I need to address. And I also thought that I would do a bit of grounding practice and do an angel card reading. If you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know I used to be such a big user of angel cards, and I still love them, especially this deck that I have. If you're wondering, this is what I use, and I've used for probably like 3 to 4 years now, and they just really resonate well with me. The card pulls that I do are always so moving and so powerful and really accurate. This is the first one I've done in such a long time. I've been meaning to get back to angel card readings. And anyway, I thought I would go through my reading today and share that with you guys, because that is a very personal side that I want to open you up to as well. I know this isn't everyone's thing, but this is something that brings me a lot of peace and guidance, and today this one really moved me. Ridiculously accurate. Thought I'd share that with you. And then I'm going to go through the journal prompts that I've kind of been using daily, and I'm finding are really working for me right now in this phase of my life. So hopefully you guys can get some journal inspo prompts as well. So yeah, my card pull, basically I was just asking what my angels want to know about this period in my life that I'm currently in. And so basically the general theme, the card says, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen. Basically just try and calm down, trust that the universe is doing what it's meant to do, you're in the right place, and things will happen as they are meant to. And I really need to back that. I completely own that. And the possible block to that is my peace. I'm definitely not at peace right now, so this was really eye-opening, I guess. But it says, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. I do not have peace right now, so this really tells me I need to be working on finding peace, grounding myself, working on myself in my mental space to get me to where I want to be. You can't expect, you know, same patterns, same behaviors to get you to a new place. That's a really honest card as well. And then this one was the angel's guidance to healing this block of not having peace. It's all about healing, which is really accurate for me right now. It says, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. This is something that I've never really talked about. I've always normally been a person who, I don't know, doesn't hold on to things. When I was younger, I really just used to like let things go in like 5 minutes. But as I've gotten older, I've realized I hold on to things a lot more. It clutters my head. It makes me anxious. It makes me feel heavy. It doesn't enable me to be my best self. So this is definitely something that I need to work on. I need to heal, and I need to learn to forgive and release the built up anger. This might come as a shock to to you guys, but I feel like I do have a lot of anger or just hurt, I guess, on my chest that I really need to release, and that's gonna take some time probably. I need to keep reminding myself of this, and I'm actually gonna write it down in my journal so that I remember. And then the final card I got was actually about like education and helping me get to my life's purpose and personal growth, which is really, really important for me at this time. So I really resonate with this one as well. The angels will help guide you and help you with this process. So overall, need to do a little bit of healing, need to work on my built up anger and unforgiveness that I have in my chest, let things go. Once I let that go, I can work on my peace and fill up my cup a little bit more and work on myself to get me to where I want to be. Now, if you're looking for journal prompts, this is where I come to help. I've actually written up one for tomorrow. It just looks like this. If I have time, I just like write out the headings and stuff. I do a bit of reflecting, I do some gratitude, and then I do some affirmations. Hopefully this will inspire you, or you can do this yourself. But yeah, it kind of changes depending on what season I'm in. This is just really working for the season that I'm currently in. First of all, I start off with a super important statement. I check in with myself. How am I feeling today? This might be a word, this might be a sentence, but this is really important to check in with yourself and actually notice, hey, I'm feeling a bit gross today. It could be mental, it could be physical, whatever it is, I put that down. Then I've got a few reflection questions. So the first one in this section is, what were 3 things that went well yesterday? I actually kind of took this from the Resilience Project. Can't be bothered picking up the book. A really good book if you want to learn more about empathy, gratitude. It's a really powerful book, I'd really recommend. So just 3 things that went well. They can be big, they can be small. For this one, I've got read my book, took some accountability for some of my actions, moved my body, and ended this week's workout. So super simple. Next question is, what made me happy / proud yesterday? I think this is really important to acknowledge something that we're proud of for ourselves. I think a lot of the time, if we're nitpicking at little things that we're doing, we can forget that we're accomplishing things every day, whether it's like, oh, I hit my water goal, or yeah, you know, I smashed out my boxing workout. As little or as big as it is, I think it's really important to acknowledge where we're going and how far we've come. Then we've got something that didn't go well yesterday. I think reflecting on what isn't working is something that I have really been lacking in, so I really want to address this. Something that didn't go well, something that didn't feel right, something I'm not really proud of. This was a really personal one this day, so I'm not gonna share that. And then how can I improve this is the last question. It's all well and good to say what didn't go well, what's not working for me, but you need to have a plan. You need to have an action in place to address that. And I think that's also where I've gone wrong. I kind of state these things, but I don't have a plan in place to fix them. Again, this was a very personal journal entry. Then the next section is gratitude. 3 things I'm grateful for today. Very, very important, practicing gratitude every day. Again, big things, small things, put them in there. I've got to be alive and healthy, I'm living. Second one is my family. Third one, a home which I can let my guard down in. So yeah, some of you might find that cheesy, but I find that really important. And then what is something I want to work on today? So this is kind of setting an intention for the day. I guess this could be its own heading. I think it's really important to have focus and to kind of reevaluate and work out what it is that you need to be doing. And then lastly, I've got affirmations. This is something very new to me. I've never been good with affirmations. I've always found them a little bit cheesy, a little bit hard to work with, but I am doing my best to work this into every day and try and do the same ones. My thoughts become my reality. Thinking these things, I'm writing them down, and eventually I will be living these things. I'll give you guys some examples. I show up for myself every day. I let go of things I cannot control. I let go of things that don't serve me and facilitate me being my best self. I'm kind to those around me, even when kindness is not shown. I take ownership of my actions. I work each day to be the best person I can be. I learn from my mistakes. I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. You get it. Sometimes I'll add like extra ones here that are just like relevant to what's happening right now, but I try to always kind of go along the same lines. And then if I've got more room or I just feel like it, I do a little bit more reflecting, like I did, how can I show up as my best self? And I noted down some things that I can do and I can keep in check to make sure that I'm showing up as my best self. And these are things that if I stop doing one of them, I will notice that I am not showing up as my best self. So yeah, it's quite a detailed journal entry. And then I've just done a blank one for tomorrow. Sorry, this has been very, very chatty. I am gonna get on with my morning.